Before you came round, my heart would never beat much faster. Before you came round, I was ready to slow down. Before you came round, I was heading for a small disaster. Before you...
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Alright guys, this week we are back to printables, guys. We're doing this kit from ThePlannerShack. She is one of my favorite printable shops. She has everything that you need and more. A lot more. I've done a few customs with her that I'm pretty sure I've shown with you guys. So she does customs as well. Turnaround time to me, it's been pretty good. But I mean, it all depends how much work she has. These are the two washes that I might or might not use. I'm still deciding on whether to use them or not. Honestly, I have no idea where I got them. And I'm not even gonna guess. But if I can find them, I'll link them down below. And then of course I'm gonna use some scissors just in case. This I got them from Office Depot, and then the Walmart one that I showed you guys. And then that is about it. And of course I'll use my pen, but you guys will see it at the end. If you're ready, let's get started. I started with the bottom washi. Somehow it was longer, so I don't know if I got the wrong kit. I thought it was the Erin Condren, because I know the ThePlannerShack does sell multiple of them, and she marks them down, but sometimes I kind of overlook it, so maybe it was me. I did cut this off just a little bit, the extra piece that was missing, just so I could match up with the bottom of it. Went ahead and put in the date covers up at the top, which I really like them. They look amazing. I mean, this kit overall looks very pretty. I really tend to not go for pink, but hey, they worked out very well. I also decided to put in the dates. I actually somehow either ripped or lost one of the numbers. Can't remember what happened. I planned so long ago that I kind of forgot. I think it was the 10th that I couldn't find it anymore and kind of skipped it. Starting with the sidebar, guys, I did first put in the quote box right on the corner of it. I didn't cover the flags just because I thought they went very well with the kit, so I went ahead and didn't. I wanted to use a little bit of washi. I wanted to challenge myself to not just use the kit, even though the kit was full of items to use, but I wanted to get out of my comfort zone and actually use some of my washi that I have like a lot of and I never use. So I put a little bit of this washi. Like I said, I don't even remember where I got it. I have so much washi that I haven't used in a while, so I don't even remember where I got it. But I decided to put the weekly checklist underneath it. I didn't put any headers on top of it because I kind of knew what it was. The top of it was to track my dinners, and then the bottom one, since the kit only comes with one wiki checklist, I decided to actually write down the one on the bottom, which was a spending tracker. Okay, so I wanted to mark down my shake, but I didn't want to have like the white space on top of it, so I decided to put in the today headers just so I can cover it. I mean, they don't really mean a lot, the today headers, but they look great where I put them. And since I this kit didn't come with glitter headers, I decided to use the headers that actually came with the kit. That way I wouldn't waste anything. This little Wonder Woman girl in a cup is actually from ThePlannerShack. I think it was part of her $2 Tuesdays, and it was super inexpensive, and it's multiple of them, so she does a few of other things. I did put this appointment label, I think that's what it's called, to check to mark down that my kids actually had a late start Monday that day, so I wanted to make sure I marked it down because they went in a little bit later. Decided to put in the full box underneath it, which is funny because it says eat, sleep, ski, repeat. I've never been skiing. I don't think I'll be very good if I went, so I'm glad I have not. But it's funny. I did get some Happy Mail. I think I got some stickers. I can't remember. It's been so long. I decided to put one of the icons from the kid, and then I got this girl from Paper and Gumption. I think this one was for one of her $2 Tuesdays, which every time she has one, she gets me, guys. She does such an amazing job that every time she posts a $2 Tuesday, I actually buy all of the stickers. And right underneath that, I did put this heart checklist. It was a little too long, so I wasn't gonna be able to put the header, so I just put the header in one of the hearts. It still looks great. It looks like it actually comes with it, but it's a little bit shorter and it doesn't look bad at all. So that's kind of sometimes what I do. I had to do the kids' homeworks, and then I have to do some dishes. I had to clean my room, and then I kind of watch some Netflix right underneath it. I think I watched The Whole Truth. I can't remember what it's about. I wish I did. Moving on to Tuesday. I started with by putting the full box. I decided to put this. I think it's an appointment label, so we're gonna call it an appointment label. I also put an icon from the kid as well, and then I put that my kids had the hat date. That way I can mark it down. That way I wouldn't forget. What's this? Yeah, this was memory planning, guys, but I copied this from my personal planner because those pages tend to get lost somehow. So my encouragement is the one that I keep by myself. So even though it is back planning, guys, you can tell because it's like from February and we're already in May. But these are actual plans that I copy from my personal, and then I put them in here. Okay, that's kind of like the planning style that I'm doing at the moment. Underneath it, I did put in a to-do header, and then underneath it another heart checklist. I had a little bit of space underneath it, and I had to mark that I had to pack the lunches, so I decided to put in a half box underneath it. And I took some of this extra washi that was supposed to go on the bottom washi, like in the middle or on top of it. So I just used it to cover that space so I wouldn't have that much white space. And then I went ahead and wrote down about the pack my kids' lunches, and then some snacks as well. I had to clean the office. I had to do the dishes once again, my room, and then I had to do the kids' homework. I'm sorry. I marked down first the dinner that I made for Monday, which was mole, a Mexican food, and then pasta for the kids because they don't really like it. And then right here, I'm actually marking down what I did. The girl that I'm about to put in, I think she's Paper and Gumption, or she might be Beautiful Planning, one of the two. Like I said, when it tends to be like $2 Tuesdays, I tend to buy the icons that I'm gonna use, or the girls' characters. I don't know what to call them. Moving on to Wednesday, I did have my shake in the morning, so I did put in this cup from the Paper and Gumptions as well, and then I wrote down shake because I have the like the script writing for the morning smoothies or shakes, but I've been lazy and I haven't actually printed them out, but I do have them. And then I decided to put in a full box right underneath it, and then a page flag just to mark down that I had to work that day. And then since I had to work later, that's why I marked it down. The work script is gonna be from Beautiful Planning. I'll go ahead and link her down below as well. She's also a printable shop, which it's amazing. She has so many items, guys. I'm planning on doing video of just some of my favorite printable shops because they need a shout out. They do amazing things, and I want to make sure to share that with everybody. Alright, guys, so all the way at the bottom I did put a bill due that I had that day, and then on top of it I started to put in this heart checklist with the little things header right on top of it. I wrote down what I had to do for that day, which was, hey, dishes again. I had to also iron, and I wanted to mark down the quick workout that I actually had for that day, which I think it was just walking, nothing too extensive. And then I marked down that I had to pack the lunches. The workout sticker is actually from the ThePlannerShack. It's one of her printables as well. Went ahead and marked off all the items that I did for the week, and then I started filling out my sidebar with the things that I had eaten for the week, or the money I had wasted. $2, of course, are the $2 Tuesdays, of course. And then I had molida and rice, and then I had quesadillas on Wednesday. I'm just showing you the full half spread so you guys can take a look at it. And then we're gonna move on to Thursday. Alright guys, so I did wanted to show you guys kind of what my spread was looking like for that week. For the week that I was planning. Like I said, I copy from the plans that I have for my personal planner, which is my daily planner, my go-to, my everything. That's what I use every day. And then I went ahead and did put in this to-do headers, which as you saw on the first side, I went ahead and put it throughout. So I started with that since I knew that's what I wanted to do for the rest of the week. So I did put in the to-do headers all the way on top. And then I put in this, is it scallop? I think it's scallop or weekly kind of a header thing. I did put in this coffee, which it wasn't coffee, it was a shake, but it was a coffee shake. So hey, it worked out pretty well. I marked down that my kids had the picture day in this half box. I try to make it a little bit scribble kind of thing so I look a little bit nicer. The girl that I'm gonna put in is from, I always get confused because they tend to be very similar, so either from Paper and Gumptions or Beautiful Planning, part of the $2 Tuesdays as well. Right underneath it, I decided to put in the full box, and then right underneath that I did put in I think it's called, I have to write this down, this label with the Happy Mail sticker, because I got a little bit more Happy Mail. I think that week I had gotten the scribble, because I have the EshaBPrintsCo what is it, mystery kit, mystery weekly kit, no, mystery monthly kit. That's the one that I'm signing off for, so I think I got it that day. Right underneath it I did the same thing as on Monday. Yes, on Monday. So I put in the heart checklist, and then I put important right on the first heart, so it kind of looks nice, but I have a header and not that extra space in there. And then I put in that I had to do dishes, I had to clean the kitchen and the living room as well. I also had to do the kids, well, I had to help the kids with their homework, so I went ahead and put in this Wonder Woman with some glasses and a book in front of them, and then I marked that down as well. Moving on to Friday, guys. I did start my days with coffee. That's how I start the Fridays, because it's been a hard week. Usually back then I used to work like every day. And Saturday was my only day off, so by Friday I was already tired. I put this but first coffee from the kid, and then right underneath it I decided to put in the full box, which I think this one is my favorite. It looks amazing and it has a little bit of gold glitter, which I love. Right underneath it I put in we had to laundry. We used to do laundry every Friday, so it was a part of that. The socks and the laundry time come with the kid, which is amazing. I really like it. I had to do a little bit of test right underneath it, so I did put in, I think I didn't put it in, I think I filled that Friday and then came back to Thursday. I did put in this movie marquee, also from the kid, and then this movie night. I think this one is from EshaBPrintsCo, which I don't think I purchased from her lately. I have to go back with her, because it's also a printable shop, and she does amazing and wonderful things. I wanted to put in the Hello Weekend header, so I decided to put in the washi as background, so it looks a little bit nicer. The first side I kind of cut it, but I didn't leave enough room, so I ended up cutting with the slicer or cutter. I did that to the other side as well, very carefully, so I didn't cut through the planner, which I have done before, guys, actually. I put in some of the washi from the bottom washi that I had left over, which at the end it didn't really make that much sense, because you can hardly see it in the back. You can just see like a tip of it, but I guess it made me happy, so I went ahead and put it on. That day, on Saturday, I put in this half full box. the sticker from my me time, which also comes with the kid, the Netflix computer from Paper and Gumptions. And then I watched One Day at a Time and actually finished that show. It was amazing. I can't wait for the next season. I think it's coming out next January, I believe. Hopefully, because it's a really, really nice. It's kind of like it's a Cuban family that lives in, I think it's LA. Anyways, it's really awesome, and I like that. You guys should. I'm pretty sure you guys will enjoy it if you like that kind of stuff. It's a comedy, so it's kind of like a comedy drama kind of a thing. I decided to put in the full box right underneath it, and then, like I said, I went back to Friday to mark down the items that I actually kind of wanted to do. Didn't really do, but I marked them anyways. This snowman, it's actually from ThePlannerShack, and then I put that we had a library trip with the kids right underneath it. We also had to go grocery shopping, so I did mark that down. We had to go to Walmart, so I marked that down with I think that sticker is from ThePlannerShack, and then I just wrote down the Walmart trip. I ended up putting another cup to mark my morning shake, and then right underneath it I did put in the full box that you will be seeing right now. Okay, maybe this one is my favorite. I can't decide. Either Fridays or Sundays. It's my favorite. And then right underneath it, guys, it was a really, really extremely sad day since our doggies had to be sent back to Texas because we had problems with the landlords, which was really, really devastating. So I did mark this down. This girl, it's a printable for Pinterest, guys. If I can find her, I'll go ahead and link her down below. It was for personal use, so I went ahead and put her down. I cut into 3 hearts my heart checklist just because I didn't need the full of it, and then it didn't fit at the end as well. So I put it in right underneath it, and then I put in the little things. I put that I had to pack lunches, I had to pack the snacks, and then I put in the like a strip header right underneath it with a road trip from Paper and Gumptions to mark down my husband had to go because he had to take our doggies back to Texas, away from Oklahoma. That's the good things about this memory plannings, guys, is that you get to mark down the things that happened to you, and that's part of why I love actually making this, because it was a sad day, but I do want to remember it. Here I'm just gonna go ahead and show you what the spread ended up looking like, along with my leftovers that I have, guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you like what you see, and then we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.